Howdy there. So my name's Keely and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to be making more cartoon horses um, and one actual horse too. So a little bit different than the title. But yeah, we're going to be making 3 cartoon horses and 1 real life horse. Right now we're working on Applejack. So you can't make cartoon horses without making My Little Pony horses. I mean, they're kind of the most iconic cartoon horse there is. So in my first video, which a lot of you really liked, so thanks for tuning into my channel for that, I made Pinkie Pie, and I really wanted to make Rainbow Dash, but the limitations with the mane and tail colors really kind of didn't work for that. So that's why we did Pinkie Pie. But today, if you know anything about My Little Pony, or just a little bit, you may already know who I'm making. And drum roll, please. I am making Applejack. So here's Applejack. I thought she'd be really good to make, especially because there's that little hat in the game that she wears. So absolutely perfect. So I threw on some writing stuff for her and then kept her hat on long term. So at this point, we're moving to the cutie mark. There is no apple or apple equivalent type of stamp. So I ended up using these circles you'll see in a second to make her cutie mark the best that I could. You know, we had limited resources for the apple. But yeah, so here is kind of what I was thinking for the apples. So that we got our 3 apples for her cutie mark, and I just kind of mirrored it on the other side, and then I went in with just a little brush to do the stem and the leaf of the apple, just like on her cutie mark. So here I am zooming in to do that. There we go. Yeah, so there she goes. I think she turned out pretty cute. So there's Applejack. And I have to put a hat back on her. I'm doing her little freckles too right now. But yeah, so I thought that she would be a perfect candidate for this video. I also have a recommendation from one of the video's comments from last time. So later we'll be making one of those horses too. So here we go. There's Applejack, and putting in a little blanket for her to kind of match her apples a little bit. And there's her name. And then for her traits, I did a little bit of research on the My Little Pony Wikipedia page because, you know, I know of her, but I don't know all of the details. So I ended up selecting these traits here. So I went with brave, and I just made 4 horses, so I don't remember off the top of my head. Energetic and friendly. All right, so on to our next horse. So our next horse is actually going to be the great questions in life. I'm trying to remember which one I did next. Okay, I know now. But yeah, okay. So this was actually a horse that was suggested to me in my last video. So I've never seen She-Ra, but Swiftwind from She-Ra was recommended in the comments. So here you go. Here's Swiftwind. So I can't do a Pegasus, unfortunately. I know, sad times. I would love to, but not quite an option. So instead, I just went for the unicorn horn you'll see in a second, and obviously you have to have a little saddle on them just for the riding portion. So threw that on there with a little blanket that matched Swiftwind's colors. So looking around to see, there's the horn. Perfect. So there's Swiftwind. And I thought he turned out really good based on what I saw online. I did a little research too for his traits like free spirit and intelligent. And I think I end up deciding brave or independent. Brave. I kind of remember that one. But yeah, tell me what you think. Did you like this? For those of you that have watched She-Ra, did you think that this is a good representation of Swiftwind? But yeah, on to our next horse. So our next horse is actually a real horse. So this was recommended to me by my girlfriend Marissa. So I guess she's seen the movie, but for those of you that are not familiar, Secretariat was a really popular racehorse who actually won, I believe, the 9th Triple Crown back in the 80s. And Secretariat was a thoroughbred horse, so we went in and selected that breed here. And I had the toughest time fixing the face paint. The feet was fine, and like by her hooves and stuff, or his hooves. I actually don't know if it's a male or female horse. But yeah, anyway, Secretariat was super fast, and I think still has the fastest times, maybe? I did some basic level research, but Disney also made a movie about Secretariat, so not necessarily a cartoon horse, but there was a movie about Secretariat, and actually based off a real life horse. So in case you want to live out your Secretariat dreams of winning the Triple Crown that doesn't exist in The Sims 4, here you go. Perfect. As per usual, these horses will be available on the gallery. All you have to do is search KillyCat4 or if you search up I'm just going to list them as horses, but there would be a lot of horses that probably come up, so searching Keely Cat 4 would probably be your best bet. They will be available once this video goes live. You could also search in the hashtags like My Little Pony or Secretariat if you know how to spell the name, because I also put those tags on there, so you can find that as well. But yeah, so here I am. I was trying to do some negative space type of ideas to get this, like put all the paint on and then use the eraser to erase it off, but then I didn't really like how that worked either. So majority of the time I spent on Secretariat was trying to fix the front portion there with the little like whitish off-white cream color, because the default that came with the thoroughbred horse just kind of didn't really match Secretariat, because theirs kind of went down the nose. So yeah, so here I am again trying to do some fine details to get it to look like Secretariat. Hopefully you're enjoying the video. Let me know down below what you think. If you're looking for other things on this channel, I have a horse ranch let's play going on. I also have a iCarly let's play going on. I post build videos here and there. So feel free to put any comments of things you'd like to see me do next in the comments. I highly appreciate it. So many people really enjoyed this first version of the Cartoon Horses video, so I thought I would make another one. And I had a lot of fun making these horses. It's super fun. You could even put them in and have them part of your family if you wanted. So here we go, kind of finishing up Secretariat. Secretariat had a black saddle for most of the time with racing, and then like a blue and white like reins. Obviously you can't do a color combination like that, so I just went with the blue. Alrighty. So there's Secretariat. I put in these traits based on what I thought a racehorse would be like. So there we go. Alright, our last horse is another My Little Pony, and this time it's going to be Rarity. So Rarity's also a unicorn, similar to Swiftwind, although she is not a Pegasus. And I went in here with the purple mane colors and kind of put in some details there. All right. So we got Rarity. I looked up some of her traits as well to try to see if I could best match those or not. And I had to go for the black and purple saddle because there wasn't really another purple color option, so I thought that would be perfect. And for her cutie mark, it actually worked out really well. When we get to that, you'll see that I had a trick up my sleeve to get it to look just right. So there's her traits. Matching the mane, put in a little blue cover thing or a little blanket. Alrighty, so now the Sims 4 Plumb Bob looks just like the diamond shape that's on Rarity's cutie mark. So I had to go for the Plumb Bobs, especially for a Simsified version of her. So here I go, just editing some last details. I hope you enjoyed.